Just a quick warning before the Let's Play starts. These videos are going to contain spoilers for Dark Souls 2 and a lot of the secrets and plot stuff within them. These videos are mostly meant for people who have already played the game and are just looking for a... Well, I don't want to say professional because that makes me sound better at it than I am, but are mostly just looking for another run-through of it that they can watch while they do other things. I've always wanted to make a Let's Play that's mostly based on listening to in the background and chilling out, so this is as good a time as any to try it out. Okay, on to the Let's Play. Hey there, I'm playing some Dark Souls 2. I don't know why. The DLC just came out, but that's not what I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be starting a new character. Yeah. I don't know why I'm playing Dark Souls 2. I guess I just feel like chilling out, you know? Talking to myself while playing some video games. I'll probably add in some music in post or something. Skipping the intro because I don't care. If you're looking for a first playthrough, you're probably in the wrong place. Trying to find a good happy medium here. Yeah, that's fine. So, Dark Souls 2, it's a very good video game. I like it a lot. It's not as good as the first game, but neither games are as good as Demon Souls, so I mean, really, that's kind of a trade-off in the first place. I know that's a controversial opinion, but it's what I believe and I'm sticking to it. Most of the reason I like Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 is because once you get the hang of them, they're very good games for just relaxing and tearing some shit up. I don't know. I'm gonna call them lettuce. That's true. So let's see. What kind of character do I want to be? Obviously, I'm going to be a pretty lady, because nobody knows how to make a good-looking lady in this game. It's really hard for some people, but I'll show you how. I'll give you a good rundown. Usually when people make characters in this game, they look like they're straight out of an anime. They don't look very realistic. I mean, I get that it's a fantasy setting, you know? None of the characters really look expressly like human beings, but sometimes it helps to add a little realism to the game. No, we're gonna go with these eyebrows. I don't remember what I was gonna do. There's actually quite a few ways to make a good-looking female character. The male characters are easy. There's not very much you have to do for them. Horizontal spacing. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to think of the best way to get rid of the man jaw. Oh, I have an idea. How about I go down to jaw? That's a good idea. See, right now it looks a little wonky, but that's okay. You've just got to change the protrusion a little bit. That's fine, whatever. The most important thing is that you have to try to get rid of the puffy lips. Because, see, characters in this game, the mouth settings are really weird and fucked up. Like, changing the mouth expression to cheery just kind of makes the lips really wide, so you have to narrow them out a little bit. Alright, so maybe realistic is a little bit of a hyperbole. Because no offense to From Software, but the character creation in this game is still not the best. Oh, it's miles better than Dark Souls 1. But it could still use a little bit of a push. Of course, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be spending most of the game as a gross-looking raisin, but it helps to know that the person on the inside is much better than the one on the outside. I don't know. What hair color do I want to have? I mean, I could make it anime, whatever. But I'm just gonna go boring brown. Or I could go blonde. Like a golden-ish color. I know this is exciting to watch, I'm sorry. Oh, that's okay. I'm not really sure if I'm even gonna post this. I don't know. Kind of like a peachy color, maybe. That looks okay. Oh, but now the tricky part, I gotta get the eyebrows the same color. Eye color... We'll just go green. No, green doesn't go well with the hair. See, the fashion is the most important part of Dark Souls. Any Dark Souls playthrough has to start off with a nice, well-designed character. It's kind of like a purpley color. I liked it. I liked it how it was. Yeah, that's fine. So it doesn't look good, but I mean, it's pretty much the best I can do given the circumstances. It'll look better in game. Let's see. Usually I start Knight because the Knight has an actual sword, and I don't like using the DLC weapons, but I'll just start Warrior for the sake of easiness. So, the game dumped all the fucking pre-order stuff on me. Sorry, I'm gonna try not to swear. Yeah, that looks okay, right? I'm gonna try not to swear, but I'm gonna fail miserably, I can tell you that right now. It's just a little disappointing, the direction From Software took with this game. I like it. I like it a lot. But at the same time, I kinda wish they had done things differently in some areas. I have the music turned off, right? Okay. I might just put in my own music. I think I already said that. I'm just reminding myself. And like I said earlier, I'm using, I don't even remember what it's called. It's DS Fix 2.0. I think it's called like Gedo Sato or something. Some dumb name. It's unnecessary. But my rendering resolution is actually 4K, but I'm playing in 720p. And I really hope it's not capturing the game in 4K, because then I'm going to run out of disk space really, really fast. Although I guess if it was capturing in 4K, I wouldn't even be able to play. My frame rate would be so awful. I do like the graphics upgrades, though. So the first thing I do on every new character, I always go to make my rounds in Majula. I don't know what kind of character I want to play. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. I guess I'll just do melee, because melee is the easiest. Although, in the long run, doing a sorcerer would be easier. But it takes longer to set up, and it's not as interesting to watch because it's just a lot of me running around from place to place.
You have to do a little bit of sequence breaking to be an early game sorcerer. And that's what kind of bugs me about Dark Souls 2, is that at the beginning there's only 2 routes you can take, and so every playthrough kind of starts off going down the same paths. Like, in Dark Souls 1, you had access to like 5 or 6 sorceries from the get-go, just by being able to run around from place to place. But in this game, I think the first sorceries you can actually buy are from No Man's Wharf, which is it's already like halfway down one of the paths, which kind of sucks.
Are you
Blah blah blah. We don't really care what she has to say.
However,
the first time I played this game, I didn't actually know there was an Estus flask. She's kind of standing over here on the far cliff, so it's a little bit hard to see her at first. So, say you're using the bonfire here, if you're looking this direction, you'll see the crestfallen warrior guy, but you won't see her. And then if you turn the camera around and go this way, you'll just miss her entirely. And then you'll get very frustrated because you're relying entirely on life gems. Oh, I guess I might as well put this stuff in the box since I'm not going to use it. I could, if I really wanted to, but I don't want to. I feel like it cheapens the experience a little bit. Has it really been 10 minutes already? Man. It's 2 in the morning, by the way. I probably should be doing this at a normal hour. I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Did that turn out okay? I think that turned out. The eyes are a little big. Whatever. The problem is that the warrior starts off with the broken straight sword, which is not an actual weapon. Like, you'd be better off with your fists than using the broken straight sword. Like, the description for the broken straight sword says that it's better to have a weapon instead of just your bare hands, even if the weapon's a little busted. But it's actually better to just use your fists, because the broken straight sword does 80 damage by itself, but also scaling in this game kinda sucks. Here, watch, I'll show you. So I did 54 damage to that guy, but here, let me pull out my fists. Hey you, come here. Come here. Oh crap. Alright, I'll show it off in a second. One thing I like about playing at usually when I play video games, I don't like playing at a smaller resolution, because it'll make the HUD really big and obtrusive. But the Dark Souls HUD scales to the screen, so that doesn't happen. But it does happen with boss health bars and enemy health bars, which I think is actually nice, because at 4K I can't even see them. Okay, I'll demonstrate for you how good the fists are in this game. There, see? I'm doing almost as much damage with the fists as I did with the broken straight sword. And the sad thing is that the broken straight sword uses less stamina than using your fists, but also it breaks a lot easier. I mean, your fists are the only weapon you have that can't break, other than I guess like bows and throwable stuff. I've never actually used any bows in this game. I just don't like archery. It's not my bag, man. Ouch. I don't want to say I'm going to try to speedrun this, because if I was, I'd just be running past everybody. If I were speedrunning it, I would go to the Dragon Rider first. But I'm going to try to do things a little bit quickly. Not for any particular reason, it's just, you know, sometimes this game is a little slow-paced, and it's a lot more fun to be fast-paced. But as you can see, like, just from fighting like 5 enemies, my broken straight sword is almost broken. Oh, bullshit. I cursed again. Oh, man. Like I said, I usually start off with the knight, who starts off with an actual weapon, and I would be tearing these guys apart. But I guess it just didn't work out that way. I will show you a little fun trick, though. Up. There is an easy way to get an actual weapon that doesn't involve going very far. There's an axe not too far into the second bonfire, but you can get the sword from this guy really easily by just killing him with the throwing knives that are over there. Part of me thinks they planned it this way, because if you hit him with all of them, it takes 10 throwing knives to kill this guy, and they just give you 10 for free. So, you know, I mean, maybe they did it on purpose. Oh, darn it. Unless you're like me and you fuck up. Oh man, I'm trying to be more family friendly, you know? I'm doing this to chill out, not get riled up. And I curse when I get riled up. It's just an unconscious thing brought on by my upbringing, you know? I had a rough childhood. What an idiot. Ouch. I don't think my stats are actually good enough to use this right now. Well, they are. That's good. Well, screw the straight sword then. Oh no. I forgot that this sword kinda sucks. I meant to use my Estus Flask there. Oh, well, never mind. Everything worked out for the best. I think it's interesting that the warrior starts out with the most potential weapons, but at the same time starts off with the least amount of damage. Like, the broken straight sword is, like, arguably the worst weapon in the game besides, I guess, like, the ladle. The ladle is worse. Ooh, I should go get the ladle. What the hell? Okay. Sure. That's video games for you. I'm disappointed in the ladle. I thought the ladle would be a real actual weapon you could use, but it's only got like 20 durability, so it breaks in like 4 hits. You can barely manage to kill one enemy. I think if you buff the ladle with like great magic weapon and enchant it with lightning and fire or whatever, you might be able to get a couple of kills off of it. What? How did I pull that weapon out? But it's mostly completely useless. Now that I have a real weapon, I could go back and get it just to show it off, because I really think it's funny. But I won't. I can say that I do like the moveset for this weapon. It's very unique. The R1 moves are borrowed from maces and clubs, but the R2 is really unique. I don't think any other weapons use the same R2 attack. The two-handed stuff is just the straight sword two-hand though, so that's excuse me, that's kind of lame. I wonder if this jump is still possible, or if they fixed it. You used to be able to... Oh, I'll go use the bonfire first. There used to be a jump back there where you can hop up onto the ledge and then backstep so that you're almost off of it, and then do a running jump and get over to the bonfire that you can usually only get to with the King's Ring. You get some Titanite shards off of it. It's a little scary. It's a little intimidating, you know. Oh, well. So the answer is yes, it's still possible, but I'm not good enough to do it. Oh man, I hope my bloodstain won't be up on the ledge. That would be really sad. Gotta look pretty. Oh, thank God. Okay, so I'm glad it isn't fixed, I suppose. Because if you take off all of your equipment, it is possible. I just wanted to know if you could still get up on the ledge. I think it's cool that that door is kind of busted. They give you a nice visual indicator so you know you can open it. I wish the game did more stuff like that, but it doesn't. It's a shame, really. There's a lot of missed opportunities in this game. And I have to reiterate, again, that I really do like it. I just feel like there's a lot of stuff that could have been done better. Another Estus Flask shard. We're gonna use the axe for a little while, because I like the axe. I think it's got a cool moveset. You just chop away at stuff. One thing I like about the axe's moveset is that it comes close, but unless you're looking down, none of the attacks actually hit off the ground, which allows you to preserve its durability a little longer. For a lot of players, the axe is probably their first real weapon, provided they actually bother to go this way. I mean, in the first place, there's only one other place they can go, to the Tower of Flame. And if they go that way, they're screwed, because progress that way is a little too difficult at that level. Well, I suppose difficult is the wrong word, because it's definitely possible. It's just not probable that a first-time player would do it. And don't get me wrong, I like that. I like the ambiguousness of where you should go. I just wish that there were more paths open to you. Like at least one more. Like 3 is a magic number. In Dark Souls 1, you can go 3 places from Firelink to start off. You can go to the Undead Burg, which is the right way, or to the Catacombs, which is the wrong way. Or you can go down to New Londo and get your shit wrecked. I cursed again. Maybe if I continue to acknowledge it, I'll stop doing it. And Dark Souls 2 is actually a little bit better in that aspect, because there's only one way in Dark Souls 1 that makes progress from the get-go. If you take the Master Key, you can go down to Blighttown right away, but I don't really count that, because the Master Key is one of the only useful starting gifts, but a first-time player is not going to know that you can just open the door with it. Because the Master Key in Dark Souls 1 feasibly only opens one lock that you can't get just by way of making progress, and it's the Blighttown shortcut. After the Blighttown shortcut, the Master Key isn't ever used again in the game, which is kind of sad. So I guess it is kind of similar to Dark Souls 1. There's only one way that makes immediate progress, but there are multiple ways you could go. blah blah blah. There's a mansion. There's a skeleton in the basement. Be careful. Don't get killed by the creepy skeleton in the basement. Like, as if the skeleton is even the challenge. My question is how he knows there's something down there in the basement if he hasn't been inside the mansion. Because the door is locked when you get there, which means he hasn't unlocked it with the key. I don't know. Maybe Kale is psychic. Way later in the game, I'm gonna need his helmet, so I might... I could have killed him for it, but I'm a nice guy like that, so I decided to spare him. I could go back to the bonfire, because I do have those Estus Flask shards to use. And I also want to go to the mansion, because the final stage of the chest event is happening right now. And if you open up the chest in the Majula basement, instead of a soul vessel, you'll get a blue Murakumo, which is cool. It's a pretty neat reward. Oh no. Alright, these guys get to live. Congrats. They earned their freedom. Okay. See if I can do this right. Out of the way. Alright. Pro speedrunning tactic. You can kind of game the AI with that guy a little bit. Just by walking by him at the right angle. Okay, well. I'm not even going to try to kill him, because I just don't think I'm good enough. Especially not while these guys are aggroed. I have decided that I'm going to go back to the bonfire. Oh, fuck. Do another lap. I have made a lot of poor decisions in my life, and this is one of them. Get up here, come on. Coming? Yeah, he's coming. Okay. I realize how depressing that sounds now. I made a lot of poor decisions, and this is one of them. Oh man. I don't know how much editing I'm gonna do on this. I don't think it'll be too intense. I don't know, I guess we'll see. I'm gonna stick with the Hide Knight sword. I like the axe, but I like the sword better. Where did I get a straight sword from? Oh no, wait. I'm gonna talk to Melentia first.
My name is Melentia.
Okay, there we go. One of the first things I always do is buy the key and get her to move to Majula, because otherwise I'm gonna forget. Then I'll have to walk all the way back, and I'll have to teleport to the bonfire, and that's just a pain in the butt. There you go, Lenegrast. Whatever. Do your thing, man. Hey you, I need you.
Is that here to see how it...
What a shard you found. See light, see hope. No matter how faint it may be. Just, please. Wait, what? I thought I had another one. Oh no, the other one's in the mansion. That's right. It's 2 AM. I forget things at 2 AM. Fun fact, you can roll through doors to open them faster. There's really no point in doing it, but hey, it looks cool, I guess. And of course, in the basement, you got spooky, scary skeletons. Oh no. My toughest opponent yet. The only reason he was really that tough is because I'm using a slash weapon. And skeletons are damaged by blunt weapons, mostly. So let's see, is it a Murakumo? Yeah, it is, good. I played through the game with the blue Murakumo and another character. I'll just show it off here. It's pretty cool. It's just a reskin. There's nothing special about it. But there are a couple items in the DLC that are just reskins of existing weapons. Like there's a gold great axe and a purple and gold longsword. I don't know, I think it's cool. It's a nice alternative to making new weapons. Because there are some actual new weapons too. And they all look pretty cool. But I don't own the DLC because I don't like scummy business practices. So, you know. And don't get me wrong, it's not like I think like From Software is lying to their consumers or whatever. I just don't like the model of DLC that they're using. Why did they do that? No, not you. Bear seek, seek lest. I don't understand. So let's see, there's a lot of things I could do right now. But I guess I'm just gonna go kill the last giant. Oh no, actually. One other thing I wanted to do. Excuse me, pardon me. I like, let's see. I like Pate's armor set, but I don't want to kill him for it because that would make me feel like a jerk. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon him for the last giant, and then I'm going to go for Earthen Peak first, so that I can wear his armor. Because there's no other way to get the warrior set in this game, because this is the warrior set now. Ouch. So I have to go through his little gauntlet here. Because after he gives you the soapstone sign, you can summon him for the last giant. And if you do that, then he'll give you his armor next time you talk to him. And chronologically, the next place he appears is Earthen Peak. Ah. I've realized I'm not using my shield much. I'm taking a lot of little chip damage from my armor and not my tiny, ridiculous shield. I mean, look at it, it's so small. It's comically small. Oh my god. Well, they showed me what's what. The one problem, well, not the one problem, but the major problem with the Hide Knight sword is that it hits the ground when you go to swing with it, which gets rid of the durability kind of fast. Not a lot of people know this, but there's a hidden wall here, and there's a catalyst in that chest. I don't need one, so I'm not gonna go and get it, but it's nice to know that it's there. If you come from the other direction by going up the ladder, it kind of spoils the ambush a little bit, because none of them see you come from behind. But I decided it'd be easier to just take it the normal way. Let's see. Yeah, alright, sure. We'll wear that now. I like it a little better anyway. The warrior set in this one feels very Demon Souls-y, right? Like, it kind of looks that way. But I just like bleh. Excuse me. I like the soldier armor better. And really, fashion is what it's all about. Okay. So now we can go down and, well, actually, another detour. Oh, I got parried. I guess it's good that he didn't think to take advantage of that. Oh, this is bad. I have put myself in a very unfortunate position here. Darn it. I'm not quite sure what I did wrong there. Really, there's no way to avoid that ambush. I shouldn't be doing that. It's a bad idea. No, I'm gonna go the normal way. Wait, that is the normal way. Oh man. I'm already losing my head. I gotta start thinking about how I want to split these videos up if I'm actually gonna post them. I guess I will post them, but, I mean... Well, I could just split it into parts, but I didn't really say anything to separate them. Okay, this time, I'm gonna be ready. Be ready for their ambush. The main problem I had last time is that I kind of got trapped in the corner. And getting trapped in a corner in this game is pretty much fatal. Do I have a lockstone? Yeah, I do. Where did I pick that up? I don't even remember where I'm picking these items up from. Oh, it was in the mansion, that's right. Man. Oh crap. Oh crap. Oh man. I hate that trap. Poison trap is easy to avoid. And once again, I completely forgot that I have a shield. Try key. Fair enough. I think it's pretty mean of them to just give you a Titanite slab for free real early on. Because you're not gonna, like, realistically, you're not gonna get enough chunks to be able to get a weapon to +9, which means you're never gonna be able to use it. You could, potentially, if you grinded for a while, but I don't think there are enough enemies that drop chunks. Chunks are really rare in this game until about, like, the Dragon Eyrie area, at which point they become entirely commonplace because there's like a million crystal lizards there. It doesn't really have much of a bonus. I like the Chloranthy ring, I'm glad it comes back in this game, but at the same time, the bonus you get from it isn't all that helpful. Because if you're... I don't remember how much of a boost it gives, but unlike in Dark Souls 1, the boost isn't like I don't remember how to pronounce that word. Multiplicative, there we go. Isn't multiplicative, it's just additive. Like, it adds to whatever your regeneration is, instead of like multiplying it by a certain %. So it's kind of useless. Oh, I just whiffed that. No. No. Oh my god, are you kidding me? That was ridiculous. this shield better? No. Oh yeah, wow. It's better in every way. How is a leather shield better than an iron shield? What is different? A large leather shield weighs less and is better. It's ridiculous. I don't even need to wear it. I'm not going to use it. In Dark Souls 1, my first character was like the whole sword and shield generic knight character. But Dark Souls 2 has kind of weaned me off of shields. Like, mostly I just dodge now. I think it's because rolling is overall more useful. Because you can't wear heavy armor in Dark Souls 1 without doing the fat roll, but in this game, there is no fast roll, you just do a medium roll all the time. Until the fat roll, I mean. That looks a little better without the ambient occlusion, but I'll keep it on. You're never going to see it that close up. So, the shitty thing about this... God damn it. God... Oh, I can't stop cursing. It's a curse to curse. The bad thing about this fight is that you have to keep Pate alive, because otherwise you won't get his item set, because I guess he just doesn't accept that you work together. So you have to babysit him in this fight a little bit. Sound like their mouth? I don't understand. I've never understood how the giants see in this game. Oh, whatever, I guess it doesn't matter. Pate's spear got buffed a lot in the most recent patch, so it's actually kind of useful now, surprisingly so. I don't actually know if it affects the NPC, though. I'm actually a little disappointed that this fight is going so well. Thought it would be more difficult. Because then I could make jokes at Pate's expense, but he's actually doing alright. Like, usually when I do this fight, he just gets pounded into the dust, but not so this time. Ouch. Oh, are you kidding me? Get him, Pate. Finish him off. Ah. That is ridiculous. I got overzealous. I was so close to finishing it that I didn't take care to dodge. And then I got stun locked. It's definitely not as bad as the beginning stages, though. Because in the first patch, or before the first patch... Can I use this? No. Before the first patch, the last giant could kill you in one hit, even if you had full health. And I'm glad From recognized that that's a little bit bullshit, because... There I go again. It kind of sucks a little bit, because... I know this is a bit of a controversial opinion, so I'm kind of hesitant to say it, but I don't think bosses should be able to kill you in one hit right off the bat. The first thing the last giant does is run at you and try to smash you, and if you're not super careful to run right between his legs, you'll just get hit and die. And I'm glad they nerfed his damage at least a little bit, because that makes it a bit easier. I think summoning Pate for this fight actually makes it a little bit easier as long as he doesn't get killed. There I go again. Because bosses in this game don't really know what to do when they're faced with multiple people at the same time, so they just kind of wig out a little bit. Like right now he's alternating between focusing on Pate and focusing on me, so like he doesn't really stop to attack me all that much. I think it was intended that way, at least for this boss, because I mean it's the first boss a lot of people are gonna fight. It's either this or the Dragon Rider. Personally, I think the Dragon Rider is an easier boss, but I guess it doesn't matter. Can't think of any other bosses you can fight. I guess I don't know if the ogres and things betwixt count. So that's it for the Forest of Fallen Giants for now. I guess I don't know, take a break or something? I don't know, I'll do a video break here. Thank you for joining me.